Here, Fred. Come on, old timer. Come on.
Food, clothing, shelter.
Thank you, sir. How long have I been out?
You lost a day, Micah.
Why, hello, Fred. Well, it's been 5 years or so, ain't it?
Or like 10. Micah, this is Lucas McCain.
Mr. Torrance, I've heard a great deal about you.
Nothing complimentary, I trust. I'm getting old and bitter, Mr. McCain. Useless. I was a good peace officer once. Fast. Too fast. Quit thinking. Started letting my gun hand do my work for me. Don't ever let that happen to you, friend. Cost me this. My nerve.
You're lucky, Mr. Torrance. Not many men with your reputation lived long enough to take off their badges.
Don't call me lucky, son. Thanks for the lodging, sir. Now, possibly you or your friend here could advance me a few dollars. I seem to be temporarily without funds. I'll pay you back, sir. You can depend on that.
No, you won't. You're a drunk. I wouldn't give you a dime for a drink, but I'll give you a job.
You'll give me a job. Doing what? Swatting flies?
Building fences, mister. Hire out to me, you'll do a man's work. If there's any man left.
Mr. McCain, you just hired yourself a hand. One of them, anyway.
It's women's work, and I don't cotton to it.
Mark, this is Micah Torrance. He's got to help us build a corral.
He's gonna try. How do you do, Mark?
How do you do, Mr. Torrance?
I'll sleep in the barn, Lucas.
Oh, you can stay here, Micah.
Later. For the next few nights, I'm companion to owls and brother to the dragons. You know what it is.
Companion to owls. Can I help, Mr. Torrance?
Do your own work, Mark.
I got visitors, Lucas.
I don't see nobody.
Just a case of the whips and jingles, sonny. I better be getting back to town.
What are the whips and jingles?
Oh, animals of a sort. Come in various shapes and sizes. Pretty big, generally. Now, you wouldn't know it, but I got a big one sitting on my shoulder right now. Saddle me a horse, Lucas.
No.
It won't work, I tell you. I've got to leave.
Start walking. You ought to make town by sunup. You can't help him in this, son. He's got to do it by himself. Now sit down and finish your dinner. Micah used to be a peace officer, son, one of the best. And, well, then he got hurt and he went all the way to the bottom. And now he's afraid. He's afraid to carry a gun. They depend on a star. So he drinks too much.
Whiskey, you mean?
Yes.
I know just how he feels. I took a big swallow once. Arch Quinn dared me. Guess I felt sick for an hour afterwards.
Oh, I bet that taught you a lesson.
Toward Arch, too. He got sick just watching me.
McCain, I'm useless here.
Whiskey make you work better? Supper will.
We want beds and water enough to shave. Could you provide?
Sign here, please.
We ain't spelling men.
Just make your mark, boys. That's Andrew. And that's Flory. He figures he's twice the man his brother is.
Andrew and Flory.
Shelton from Tennessee.
We may not be much on spelling, but we could surely do our own talking.
It's $4 in advance, please.
I'm from Mobile myself. Name's Carpenter. Lloyd Carpenter. I'm exceptionally pleased to make your acquaintance, Miss,
Moore, Nancy Moore.
Well, Miss Nancy, this little town could become a city of delight if you'd, accompany me to dinner.
We'll see.
He's too old for you, Nancy. Besides, you don't know anything about him.
I've grown up, Uncle Fred.
Well, I'm not arguing. Reckon every cowhand this side of Whiskey Creek is remarked as how you filled out. But being grown up means considerable more than putting on a little weight.
Don't worry, Uncle Fred. I can take care of myself.
Hey, Marshal, anybody by the name of Torrance been hanging around this town?
There's a Micah Torrance working at the McCain Ranch.
Where might that be?
About 15 miles west, just past Granite Creek Ford.
Well, let's have a drink and pay our respects, huh?
Are we gonna get drunk, or are we gonna finish Torrance?
Well, we was drunk the first time we met Torrance. Only seems proper and fitting we're drunk on this special occasion.
Flory, I do believe that you're scared of that old man. Get out of my way! I'm going to earmark this ugly devil. Single bob on the right, and a quarter mark on the left.
You were always splitting around with that little knife.
Now, Flory, you ain't so big now, are you?
Andrew, you're getting me all riled up.
Now, just what in heaven's name do you boys think you're doing? You ought to be ashamed of yourselves, breaking up property, destroying the peace like that. They're so country they've never been inside anything but a corral.
Throw him in jail, Fred. Lock him up.
Now, just slow up, Mr. Bartender. The boys will pay for the damages.
We'll pay up, but we won't go to jail.
That's good. Everybody's nice and friendly like now, Marshal. Pay up, Florrie.
Say when.
When? Drinks around the house.
Let's have a drink.
Florrie, why don't you boys slack off and have a bite to eat?
I ain't gonna spoil no $50 drunk for no 4-bit meal.
Well, then why don't you go pay your respects to Torrance?
We'll take care of that in the morning, if it's all right with you, Mr. Carpenter. My, how the mighty have fallen.
Well. If it ain't the Shelton boys.
You see, Andrew? A marshal never forgets them he shoots holes into. We're still packing your lead, Mr. Torrance.
Must be 10 years or so since I straightened you boys out. Figured you'd be hung by now.
We don't hang easy.
What are you coyotes doing around here, anyway? Looking for some eggs to suck?
We're looking to have another try at you, Micah. Go get your gun.
You're way too late, boys. I ain't been able to draw a gun in 5 years.
Just pick it up.
Why bother with me? I'm already dead.
I aim to make sure.
Let me have it.
Not today, boys. Right out. You're trespassing.
Hold it, Andrew. I heard stories clear down into Texas about a man and a rifle like that. He's right, we're trespassing. Come on.
We'll be back for you, Micah. And right soon. You hear?
Looks like it's time I pulled out.
I'm sorry, Micah.
You shouldn't be. You can't afford to have me here. Drawing flies like those two. The boy around.
Stay the night?
Yeah.
I spoke to Uncle Fred. You're welcome to come to supper tonight.
Put it up there. Leave it. We ran off with that tail between our legs, didn't we?
I thought it was the thing to do at the time.
You just full of cautions, ain't you?
You thinking I made a mistake, little brother?
I think that this here is a puny, no-account saloon in a puny, no-account town. Mr. Bartender, you have been paid.
In advance!
And we already paid for it, Lord.
You finished with Torrance?
Well, you see, Lloyd, there's this McCain feller, and he came up behind us, and he was packing this rifle, and...
Yeah, I heard stories around here about him. You boys were lucky to make it back. Don't gravel me, Florrie. You boys are through in North Fork. Tonight you sleep in jail, tomorrow you ride out. Now, don't be hasty, Marshal. I plan on staying.
Your privilege. But these boys are leaving.
No. You don't understand. These are my boys, Uncle Fred.
It's far enough. Get over here.
Lloyd, we...
I'm getting fed up with that fat mouth! You keep it shut or I'm leaving you behind. You understand? Now, boys, this town ain't got a telegraph or a peace officer. It has got a pretty little girl. And money enough to make our stay worthwhile.
What about McCain?
You boys behave. And I'm going to deliver him to you. Lock, stock, and rifle barrel. Don't feel bad, son. The marshal went out the way a lawman figures to, taking care of his town.
Where's your dad, Mark?
He's inside, saddling up. The Shelton brothers shot Marshal Tomlinson. I tried to stop him. Collected this for my trouble. The whole town's treed. Everybody said go get the rifleman, so here I am.
You're making a mistake?
No. It's my town, and Fred was my friend. I didn't ask for this, but it came. And I'll handle it.
You're way too quick with that rifle, Lucas, boy. Forget the gun. Start thinking about men. You're riding into town on nothing but the word of a stranger with an easy way and a hole in his hat.
I'll keep my eye on him.
You better. You don't know who he is or where he came from.
Maybe you want to come along.
Somebody should.
Stay here with Mark. Mike will stay with you, son.
I left him in the saloon. Not sure what happened since then.
Your father's riding into more than he can handle.
He's the best shot in the world.
That ain't always enough. He's a fool going in blind like that. Too sure of himself.
So who are you to talk? You're not a marshal anymore. Who are you to go telling my pa what to do?
It's a good question, son.
Sorry, Micah. What are those?
Shotgun slugs, boy. Carry 3 times as far as buckshot. They came in handy once. Maybe they will again. Now go get me your horse.
Let me go ahead. They know me.
it. You saw it, didn't you? I got him. It was me, wasn't it?
Yeah, you got him.
Hey, Flory! Lloyd said I got that rifleman.
And he got Flory.
Why, Flory, you ugly old devil. You went and got yourself killed.
This one's still breathing. You want him?
Andrew!
Step out!
Hold it, son. Just long enough for me to reload.
Well, if it ain't the old Marshal. Gonna try it one more time, Micah?
I reckon.
You're gonna have to get a lot closer to make that scattergun pay for its freight.
That's my intention.
That's far enough, old man.
I reckon it is, Sonny.